And welcome back to This Week in the USHL. Bernie Corbett, glad you could join me again this week. And our player profile segment that we always enjoy, current USHL players. We talk to alums and we talk to some of the current members of the league about their fortunes in the current campaign. And very pleased to be joined by one of the standout defensemen in the league, one of the top college prospects in the league. Alexx Privitera is just 18 years old, from Old Tappan, New Jersey. He is tied for second among all USHL defensemen in scoring, 28 points, 10 goals, and 18 assists in 46 games so far this season. Was recently named to the USHL All-Star team, and he will be playing his college hockey a year hence at Boston University. Second season in the USHL has bode very well for Alexx and his development. After last season playing for the Team USA Under-17 squad, he moves on to the expansion Muskegon Lumberjacks this year. So pleased to be joined by Alexx at this time. Alexx, welcome to This Week in the USHL. Glad you could spend some time with us here this week.
Oh, thank you.
Alexx, second season in the league. You had an opportunity to play for Team USA's Under-17 squad and made a big leap offensively. Just to talk a little bit about the adjustment period from getting your feet wet a little bit last year and what you've been able to accomplish this season.
Oh, it's been a good change. The program, it's been working real well for a lot of people, but I didn't think it was the right fit for me, so I decided to make the move. I can't say I didn't get better there, because I absolutely did. Got a lot stronger. I learned a lot about the game, and I think it's transferred into this year. And I think that I have to credit them for a lot of the success I'm having, but also the coaches here in Muskegon with Coach Patrick and Coach Bernie. They've been great as well.
And not only moving on to one of the other teams in the league after playing with the U17 team, but a brand new team in the league. What's that experience been like? Must be pretty special to be a member of a brand new venture there with the Lumberjacks in their first USHL season.
Oh yeah, it's been a blast. Kind of get the Lumberjacks known throughout the USHL a little bit here. Trying to do what I can, to help the team win all the nights we got going here. But it's been neat. We're a really tight group, so it's kind of nice, big family. So it's been good. It's been real good.
A great commitment's been made by the Mervis family that own the team, and from what I understand, the facilities, a big upgrade in the facilities, and you've got pretty nice accommodations there to call home in Muskegon.
Oh, absolutely. The rink's kind of old, but they put a lot of new stuff into it. Fixed the scoreboard. Actually, it's a brand new scoreboard. And the age of the rink is kind of nice because it it kind of gives it some tradition. There's a lot of great hockey fans around here. It's a big hockey town, so that's kind of nice as well. And the workout room's great. We've probably got the best lounge in the league. I haven't seen them all, but I'm willing to put ours up against anyone in the league. And the locker room's beautiful. You really can't complain at all.
Alexx, just to talk about your game, I've heard a lot about you for a number of years. The fact that I'll reveal my secret that I'm also the voice of Boston University hockey and have been for the past 26 years. So your name's come up quite a bit. And
nice.
Yeah, well, I'll be seeing you. All goes well, I'll be seeing you next year. And for the next,
I'll see you in a couple months.
That's right, exactly. You'll be up here working out. Exactly, have a chance to meet in person. I look forward to that. And
it's going to be great.
Indeed, it will be. And just to talk a little bit about your game, obviously there's a big offensive upside, and you've really come into your own on the offensive side here in your second year in the USHL.
Yeah, it's been a big transfer. Playing in the USHL last year, it kind of hits you in the face real quick that you can't do everything you used to do in youth hockey and travel hockey. So I learned a lot defensively last year. I didn't have great offensive numbers, but it was a really good learning year I think I got a whole lot better last year defensively, and that's transferred into this year defensively. And, the offense is just like, that's like my game. I don't really have to worry about that. That comes when it does. It's, we're focusing on the D side here. Now we're down the stretch as well. So, doing whatever it takes to win the games here. We're in a tight race with the program as well for playoff spot, home ice advantage in the first round. But I'm really more focused on the defensive side of the game, and I know the offense will come. So, I don't really have to worry about it every night.
You mentioned a tight race in the Eastern Conference. You're currently sitting 2 points behind Team USA, so that's your nearest current competition, and a team that you'll be seeing this weekend.
Yep, we got them Friday and Saturday in our barn both nights. So, we're looking to take 4 points from them and jump them in the standings. So, it's some say this might be the biggest weekend of the year so far. So, we gotta play well and do whatever it takes this weekend to get all 4 points against them.
You got a number of college commitments on your team, 14 currently. Just to talk a little bit about some of your teammates and some of the strengths in their game, what they bring to the table to make the Muskegon franchise successful. There's going to be some guys that you're probably going to have the opportunity to play against over the 4 years to come.
Oh, absolutely. You got Mike Conderman and Mickey Mihailovich both going to UMass Lowell next year, so we'll be seeing them for 4 years, a bunch of times. We got a couple guys going to some Eastern schools, a couple guys going to Michigan State. It's going to be kind of weird to play against them, but it's nice that everybody's moving on and everybody's got their own thing going on, and, it'll be fun.
They come from many miles to compete in the USHL to put your game in prime position for Division I college experience. You hail from New Jersey. Just to talk a little bit about the road to the USHL. Of course, at first it was with the development team, but then moving on to Muskegon, and just a little bit about your hockey background and how you got to where you are today.
Well, originally from Long Island, so I played for the Royals, and then I played for the Avalanche for a while. And after that, I went to the program, had a year there, and then I went to now I'm here.
And here you are, and opportunity to play for an outstanding former college assistant coach. Kevin Patrick is the head coach there, and I'm sure imparted a great deal of knowledge to you to help your development.
Say that again. I lost you a little bit.
I said with Kevin Patrick, you get the opportunity to play for a former college assistant coach, Kevin Patrick, who comes with a great resume.
Oh, right. And he played at Notre Dame, so, he absolutely knows what he's doing. Learned a lot defensively from him, and, Coach Bernier's been at University of Nebraska-Omaha as well. So, they've got a lot of experience under their belt. They know what they're doing, and, it's been a great 7 months here. So I really can't complain. I've been learning a lot, and hopefully it keeps going.
And, Alex, also hockey family ties. You've got a younger brother coming up through the ranks who I believe is a pretty outstanding prospect in his own right.
Yeah, he got drafted by Dubuque in the futures draft. I believe it was the 3rd or 4th round. And, I don't really know what he's doing next year. He's at the Gunnery right now this year. I believe their season just ended, but he had really good offensive numbers, scoring almost a goal a game. And he's going to keep getting better, just like everybody else will. He's got a really good work ethic, and he's really strong, and he's got the right mindset. So,
well, sounds like a prime candidate to follow in your footsteps to the USHL and then on to the Division I college ranks.
Yeah, he's got a couple offers right now. He's still looking around. He doesn't really know what he wants to do yet, but. He'll figure it out eventually. I'm sure it won't be long.
No, indeed. And you've got to be very excited about your opportunity, as you mentioned, to come to Boston University, compete with them. But hopefully a lot of hockey ahead for you and the Muskegon Lumberjacks as you wind into really the final month of the regular season in USHL play. It should be a very interesting run from here on.
Yeah, I think we got 12 games left So hopefully we get home ice in the first round. You know, it'd be nice to stay home for a little bit. But, you know, we'll see what we can do in playoffs. You know, we got a good team. We got a bunch of guys who do whatever it takes to win games. And, you know, hopefully we start clicking at the right time.
And a lot of enthusiasm in that Muskegon market. Hopefully there'll be a lot of hockey ahead for an extended run for the Muskegon Lumberjacks in their fledgling season. Alexx, thanks very much for joining us. We wish you continued success the rest of the way with Muskegon, and, of course, continued success at the college level. For my own selfish reasons, I look forward to meeting you.
All right, look forward to that, too. Thank you very much.
Alexx Privitera, the #2 offensive defenseman in the USHL, with outstanding 28 points in 46 games thus far, and recently named to the All-Star team in the USHL. And we want to thank Alexx for joining us here on This Week in the USHL.